Bice here, and we're outside of the Montgomery County Administration building as families and former employees associated with the Montgomery County Board of Developmental Disabilities came to the County Commission meeting this afternoon to ask lots of questions about what the future holds as that organization is still in financial need.
As a middle-class family of 6, my husband and I have been dedicated public servants for over 20 years. While we manage, the reality is that the costs of summer camps and the personal aid George requires are simply beyond our means.
Families and former employees of the Board of Developmental Disabilities pleading with the Montgomery County Commissioners about recreation and mental health services. Just last week, the commission announced plans to provide $5 million for 2025 to save recreation and mental health services after the Board of Developmental Disabilities announced major cuts.
This $5 million that our Human Service Levy Council was willing to find and take out of other places that also are going to need it, but we realize that this is truly a priority.
But parents are still afraid of what the future holds.
I see that the $5 million came through. The $8.9 million is what's needed so that we don't have to cut all of these folks and trim our already trimmed programs.
Anina Kitchen worked for the Board of Developmental Disabilities for 30 years and has been vocal about how important their services are. The commission told her today that no one is stopping the board from putting a levy on the ballot next election.
I feel after the election's over and we know what parties we're going to be, with, that we bring the state people in, we bring the county people in, and we talk about what needs to be done.
During that meeting, Commissioner Carolyn Rice said she wished that state and federal legislators were present to hear those stories, as she says they're the ones with the means to provide more funding. And coming up tonight at 10 and 11, you'll hear from Dr. Pamela Combs, CEO of the Montgomery County Board of Developmental Disabilities, who explains where she says their funding comes from and what steps her agency is taking moving forward.